Life Nation, the entertainment feed community. Wagwan. Whether you're on the Tuesday of Vibes Tuesdays, community members, big up on the damn self, of course. We have a few interesting topics to talk about in this report. So, let us get to the topics. Before I do so, though, the people who constantly watch the videos and have yet to click the subscribe button, what is wrong with you now? If you enjoy the videos that it causes you to circle back from time to time, simply go ahead and click the subscribe button. And I like to go pop up on your yard in the hours and night and looking at your room.
What did he just say?
Enough for the chattings though. Let's get to the topics. Social media personnel cause. After his baptism video went viral on social media, there are a lot of people stating that it's a prank, some stating that it's just a skit, some stating that cause I do it for clout. Many congratulated him, of course, but there are many also stating that give him till next week before him backslide, cause recently on live doing his normal thing. 2 words go slip out, time out. Now the people must say cause of backslide. Rewalk one.
Fuck you. Where aren't you there? Aren't you soft, man? Aren't you soft like a porridge?
Don't know what happened, but the entertainer seemed as if I never something him follow up to that, but him just jump in a Christianity and get baptized. So I feel as if him go slip from time to time before him fully catch on. But I may be wrong. More on social media personnel / entertainers who got baptized, and it seems as if them a backslide. Minister Marion took to social media where she shared this picture with the caption stating, "I'm about to make some of the hardest decisions I've ever made in my life, which may take me back to a place where I would never dream of going back, but it seems to be heading back there from this moment on. I know that many will curse me out and say they've predicted it, but what can I say? Sometimes you just don't have any fights left. Please do not call my phone or send any emails trying to find out what's happening with me, cause not much love out there for me. Anyway, may God help us all in these times." Now the entertainment feed community. A lot of people see that as ladies are returning to dancehall. That is Marion Hall tell the world that she's no longer Minister Marion Hall. She's back to being Lady Saw. Despite her not saying anything about dancehall, but I understand why ones would read that message and interpret it as Lady Saw making a big return to dancehall.
Sorry to hurt your feelings, but I did not die. Yeah.
But a lot of people have been calling for Lady Saw to make a big return to dancehall. Some people been as a Minister Marion Hall still a move like a dancehall artist, so cut the shit, stop pretending and just be a dancehall artist. But as mentioned before, though Minister Marion Hall never mentioned dancehall in her post, a lot of people interpret it as Minister Marion Hall making a big return to dancehall. Nation stated thoughts on that, moving on.
You thought I'd be dead right now, hungry and all a beg right now.
Yesterday, Nyla from Brick and Lace, she shared the soundtrack for Sean Paul and Will Smith's song Light 'Em Up. I think that is the name of the song, but that soundtrack is a part of the Bad Boys movie, and a piece of her song stating that there are similarities in the songs.
So we're not just gonna pretend that we didn't hear the close similarities in those 2 records, and the latter being the more popular older one, written by yours truly. This is definitely a sips tea moment, but I ain't sipping no tea. I'm just gonna...
A lot of people beat Nyla for that statement, for even thinking something like that, much less to bring it to the public. The people them seem as if they wouldn't mind putting Nyla behind bars with this brother here just for her statement. She got bullied, but not really much bullying still, you know. It is clear as day that them not too used to the back and forth on social media, because as 2 people say what did a woman, yeah, man, the post was deleted. Seem as if Nyla run to her bedroom and, you know, had a little alone time. Still, Lang from Over Radiology, he had this to say.
Let's address the elephant in the room with no long talking. This situation with Brick and Lace claiming that Sean Paul somehow breached or infringed on their own copyright is ridiculous. And it's a far reach to try to maintain relevance. Now, let me not take it from these girls. Brick and Lace have already carved a path for themselves and have been very good representatives and ambassadors of the music throughout Africa, Europe and North America. But as they say, water settles where it may. It's a different generation and a different time. And if you want to be relevant, come again with something that makes you relevant. But don't try to reach for relevancy. Because if anybody go listen to the video now up to one time, up to right now, Sean Paul don't say light him up one single time. So if you have an issue, don't make it Sean Paul, but make it with Will Smith and try to approach Will Smith, why should Sean Paul be the stepping stone to you now trying to find relevancy in the biggest movie of the summer? Now, let's go back to the table. You see, I realize that there's a very disturbing pattern in music, and I've been in this music industry for almost 3 decades this year. And I can tell you one thing that I see. The people them that fight Jamaican artists the most when we are about to get on height is our own people and Black American artists. If you look, not going on for hip hop right now, not going on for black urban music, But if you look, Ice Spice step out and use Sean Paul, all of a sudden you can't see Ice Spice. Sean Paul decided to step out and he's doing sold out tours, all of a sudden he's the Jamaican Drake. And Americans are trying to put their perspective and reflective of colorism and culturalism onto us. Don't do it. And don't participate in it, girls. Because you girls from Brick and Lace are 2 girls I have so much love and respect for, and this is completely unnecessary. Because light him up, you can't own that. We know someone did do the big tune. We know one did write it. But that don't mean that we are going to keep you in relevancy. You're great writers. Come out with another hit song. Brother, one did have some song, you see. And we need on a back. So rather than hold on to Sean Paul's curtail, Brick and Lace, come out with some hits, because we know you have them. One don't need to hold on to Sean Paul's curtail to find relevancy. Come with the hits. It's Leng. I'm out.
Nyanda, Nyla's sister, in Nyla's defense, she had this to say.
Hi guys, so I just wanted to add my 2 cents really quickly. I know my sister had made a post about Sean Paul's latest song on the Bad Boy soundtrack. His song goes Light 'Em Up, and she was talking about there are similarities with her song, which is called Light It Up. And I think that there is a similarity. I really honestly heard it, and I do think there's a similarity in the cadence. Light it up, and the melody, light 'em up. He goes light 'em up, and she goes light it up. So there is a similarity. And what I just wanted to remind you guys is that yes, this is our livelihood. And sometimes as an artist, as a writer, we can unconsciously use a melody that's similar to somebody else's song, not even know it. You know what I mean? And I feel like as a writer also, I think, yes, we have the right to express it if we hear something, you know what I mean? Obviously, Sean Paul is a legend. We love Sean Paul so freaking much. Love and respect Sean for everything he has done for our community and just him as an artist and everything he's been able to accomplish. He's a giant and we love him so much. But I think I just wanted to remind you guys that we as writers, you know what I mean? Yeah, we're not a big fish in the game, but we do have a right to express it when we hear something that sounds similar to our song. That, you know what I mean? It's like, we don't want to feel bullied or people don't need to be mean about it. It doesn't even matter. At the end of the day, it's up to the courts to decide.
So it seems as if there's a possibility that this will be going to court. We'll continue though. Nyla, brave up sometime later, went back on the media to once again air her claims.
Hey guys, okay, so as it turns out, I am getting some heat on social media about a post that I made yesterday about some similarities in the song with Will Smith and Sean Paul, Light 'Em Up, and the Major Lazer Nyla Fuse ODG Light It Up song. So I just wanted to address that because I see a lot of comments, and that's fine. I will take the heat. But I just want to say, as a writer and as a creator, when you hear similarities, and not just one similarity, but you hear, in the title, 2, the cadence, the rhythm, how it's positioned in the song, it kind of piques your ear and you say, well, that seems to be inspired by a song that you wrote previously. And as a creator and as somebody in the music industry, music is shared in the industry, especially if you're signed to the same label. There are all these things, these inner workings and behind the scenes situations that the layperson or the regular just listener is not going to be privy to. Am I saying that I think Sean Paul, our beloved Sean Paul, was the person? I don't think so. I think Sean actually just did his verse in the studio as they asked him to.
To be fair, Sean Paul could have said to light them up in a different flow, different style. But I think it is very similar to that of Brick and Lace. Light them up sounds very similar to Light It Up. As a matter of fact, check it out. Here is Sean Paul's part where he stated, light it up and mix it with the Brick and Lace song. Not just that, now here is the Brick and Lace over the Sean Paul's light it up part. Come on nation, if for the entire song, I understand that there is not much similarity, but if for the light it up part, but that is me. Maybe you still not hear the similarity, but let me know what you think in the comment section, of course. After Queen Africa's rant at Shensia and the Mackerel, this entertainer by the name of Kwana Soul, she has a message for reggae artist Queen Africa.
Yeah man, the name is Empress Kwana for those who don't know. Queen Africa, big up yourself, Empress. You know me I say, the time you take, I talk about the Mackerel and the Shensia. The fire have to blaze, you know, because it is for the purification of the people, of the nation, you know, so the fire have to blaze. But mama, sometimes, when you see them done set on for do what them do already, whosoever will make come in, you can't save everybody, you know. But you have people who need a savior said way, you know. And you have people who they hold it out on the battlefield, but it's like we not get no justice. And me say pedophile one, and me say pedophile boy if you move from around here, you know, man, and me go viral 3 times. With the one song and still not get the justice what we supposed to get around here. Kerry Lopez, Dearest Daddy, as a lineage. We are upcoming female artists and I feel like so that takes some spotlight from you as the fire mama in the music industry. You build up your blood pressure every day, I talk about something and I get bare disrespect. I feel like you get more, I know you're probably not worried about the respect, but I feel like you get more respect and your empire will build greater and more mightier if you take up in hand to look for the people them where they do what you want to do. Because artists want to do what you want them to do, but you not see them because they not get no highlight and you know how it goes young female artists, upcoming artists. You know it go. You know see it especially we don't have nobody to carry through, not to channel we. And we are alone and ja. You know, see, so the time you take a name up yourself and talk about mackerel and a cocky and who Shensia, this and that, I better you try to deal with some positivity where you know, say, this will help to diminish the negativity. Build some young, build some more Africa. Build some more Africa, Virgin. You know, see, because it is irrelevant for every day you get up and it sometimes pain and me know so me alone feel hurted to see how some people come and I class you and I chat up themselves and I go and not make me feel good on because I say you are people. For real, mama. So I feel like say you would have been more better off. If you redirect your thing, man, because your message them not wrong, you know. Nothing wrong about what you're saying, no. But mama, I feel like you could have do it different. You could have take up one different way because when you get up and take up the Jamaica on your head and a cuss and a go on, that's not gonna make nothing better for you. You're not gonna make it better for you, you know. But if you did in your silence and I try to look for the artists, then when you do what you want, would I want to see where you know so want to make help to make a change in the country and the world. You know, see it. Create some when you're looking at some artists, you can see, you know, much people from here and north. I tell me, say, you remind me of Queen Africa. You remind me of Queen Africa. Oh, you and Queen Africa no meet up here and blah. We are do the right round here, mama. We are bonfire, we are sing love song, we are sing every nice things round here. We are defend the youth them. If the last week me not go to school, I sing for the youth them. So the time you take a kill up yourself with mackerel and Shensia. Are we if you talk about something of help combat them kind of something there? What it is what is of negative to our society? I don't have no problem. Me try my best to not have no problem with what that one guy do, you know. You know see it. But mama you have his strength we around here. We need the strength. It's like a highlight them, you know, you get up and talk about them every time. And the way you talk about them not gonna respect you. And I know you tell yourself you don't want no respect from them, but them not gonna respect you because we not go to cuss them off and who are cocky girl. Mama say she never born with a sheep, so she born, you know. We can't blame her for how she born. It would be better if you link her one away and say, right there, mama, what you do, man? Watch yourself and read. I feel like you get a better outcome. But the amount of people me see a class in the media, I make me feel that way, you know, man. But say you will look up to same way, you know, man. You know, see, I feel like you think you can do better than just come from the media every time I cuss and I go on. You can do better than that. I feel like you can do better than that.